Hi friends! Welcome back to another story time with me, Miss Meg. And as you can see, I am joined this evening. Well, for me it is a Sunday evening, but for you it could be any time of day, right? As you are watching this. Maybe it is evening. I know it is nice to have stories in the evening. I bet a lot of you friends have bedtime stories every night, right? So anyway, this is our friend Earthy joining us for tonight's story time. And you remember Earthy always reminds us to take care of the earth. So that is what we are going to learn in today's book, different ways we can help take care of the earth. So the book is called The Earth Book, and it is written and illustrated by Todd Parr. And Todd Parr has written and illustrated a lot of wonderful books, so you should check out his other books. He has written books about loving yourself and being kind and how it's okay to make mistakes, books about family and love and peace and just all kinds of things. So check out his other books. So here we go. Let's start reading. Do you see on this front cover here, do you see the earth? Just like Earthy, right? So you see the blue water, the green land, and what do you see in the middle there? In the middle of the water, what shape is that? You got it, it's a heart. So the heart is there to remind us to take care of the earth and show it love, and that way the earth will be a healthy and wonderful place for everybody to live. Okay, so let's start. Here's another picture. Do you see, what are those? 1, 2, 3. What are those? You got it. Stars. Stars in the sky. We want to keep the air clean so you can see the stars in the sky. Okay, here we go. I take care of the earth because I know I can do little things every day to make a big difference. I use both sides of the paper and bring my own bags to the market because I love the trees and I want the owls to have a place to live. See, remember, paper comes from trees. So that's true. That's a great way to help the earth and help the trees is to use both sides of the paper. So maybe when you draw or write on paper, you use both sides. I know actually a lot of the friends in my classroom do that. So they do a great job. They always turn their papers over when we were coloring on paper and they color both sides. I turn off the faucet while I brush my teeth and use less water for my baths because I love the fish and I want the oceans to stay blue. That's right. Remember, Earthy has been reminding you in a lot of these videos to use less water. That's a great easy tip. So like this book reminds us, just turn off the faucet when you brush your teeth. Do not run water if you are not using it, right? And then just use a little less water at bath time. I take the school bus and ride my bike because I love the stars and I want the air to be clear so I can see them sparkle. That's right, like we said before, it's great to keep the air clean and clear so we can see the beautiful stars in the sky. And that's true, I see lots of friends doing this, riding bikes or walking, all different ways to just have a few less cars on the road all the time. So I see a lot of my friends walking to and from school or riding bikes with their families. So that is wonderful. Or maybe you ride a scooter, some older friends. I try to eat every bite on my plate and save my leftovers because I love watching things grow and I want there to be enough food for everyone. This is a really important one, friends. That's a very good way to help people and help the earth is to make sure you are not wasting food. So try to eat the food that you have in front of you and save your leftover food so you can eat it later. I remember to turn off the lights and shut the refrigerator to save energy because I love the polar bears and I want the snowmen to stay cool. Yes, so these are really important ways to save energy. Turn off the lights in rooms that you are not using. That's a really important, easy tip. I throw garbage in the trash can and recycle glass, aluminum, paper, and plastic because I love to walk barefoot in the grass and I don't want to move to Mars. Right? We want to stay here on our planet Earth. We do not want to move to Mars. So we need to take care of our Earth, and recycling is an excellent way to do that. How do you recycle at home, friends? Do you have a recycling bag in your kitchen or a special recycling bin where you put all of your paper and plastic and aluminum and all your cans and bottles? Most of all, I help take care of the earth because... Okay, and friends, before I turn the page, let's just look at all of these beautiful animals. Todd Parr always has lots of fun illustrations, right? They're pretty silly. Look at these animals with their different colors and stripes and polka dots. Lots of fun pictures to look at. Okay, so most of all, I help take care of the earth because I want us all to be happy and healthy. Very nice. Look at all of these people and animals. We all share the earth and we all want to stay happy and healthy. What do you see in this picture, friends? And here is a final message, a little lesson, a little summary from the author, Todd Parr. So it says, every one of us can help protect the earth and make it feel good. Remember, if we take care of it, it will take care of us. That's a good lesson. And then, love, Todd. Okay, that's it, friends. All right, here's Earthy again. So those were some good tips, right? Very helpful reminders on ways to take care of the earth. Okay, so now I will do all of the traditions. for these videos, right? Okay, so what are the traditions, friends? What do we always do in these storytime videos? Well, first, you know I like to do my little chit-chatting, so this time I took a few notes before I started recording to attempt to stay organized and organize my train of thoughts somehow. I know I have been thinking a lot about the earth lately and just being really grateful for the beauty and goodness in nature. So I know for me and for a lot of people, I think, since the beginning of the quarantine because of the coronavirus, I think a lot of people have grown an even deeper appreciation for the earth and nature, you know, when we've been all quarantined and can't really do much outside of our homes. It's been, you know, really helpful for everybody's health to go outside and take walks outside and just enjoy the fresh air and beauty around us. Even just recently, I have been really appreciating nature, and I went up to visit some mountains and rivers and waterfalls in Vermont and New Hampshire, and just was reminded again of how beautiful nature is. And so I think when everything is wild in the world and there's so much happening, and it really helps to just get outside, get fresh air, and kind of unplug from social media and technology and all of that, and just enjoy the simplicity of nature that is always there for us. So that was what inspired me to read the Earth book for this story time. So anyway, that's just, I know, what I've been doing to try to maintain some sense of calm when I'm feeling stressed by everything going on in the world. It just has been, I think, taking a toll over time. You know, I was realizing starting tomorrow for me while I'm recording this is August 17th, and that marks exactly about 5 months since my experience with the beginning of quarantine happened. So, I mean, kind of same general timeline for most people in the United States. Some a little earlier in March, but about mid-March was when a lot of people, when schools were closing and quarantine was starting for a lot of people. So I was just reflecting on that. It's been a whole 5 months since my school was closed, and, you know, my little slice of the world, my personal life changed with my school being closed. So anyway, I was just thinking, wow, 5 months. It's been a whirlwind for everybody. And yeah, how's everybody doing? I know for me, like I said, being out in nature and just enjoying that and taking in the beauty has helped me. But yeah, overall, I've been kind of feeling really tired. I mean, not necessarily physically tired. I mean, I have been sleeping because sleep is very important for health. But I've just been mentally and emotionally tired. I think just over time, you know, with just the constant, it's just one thing after another when you read the news and just keep track of everything happening in our world, but especially our country. It's draining, you know, it's emotionally, mentally kind of exhausting, honestly. So yeah, that's how I've been feeling. Just kind of over time, kind of just takes a toll on everybody, I think. So, I mean, I know I'm really grateful, and so as I'm feeling those types of feelings of, oh, it's just so much and all that, I always remind myself, you know, personally, I'm what I have to be grateful for. So, I mean, I'm really lucky I have a job and I'm healthy and have my home and my family and my friends. And so I'm really just grateful for all of that, because a lot of people are struggling right now in the country, in the world. It's a really, really hard time. And so I always remind myself what I need to be grateful for, and then I try to help other people and try to do whatever I can to help everyone struggling right now. And I thought I could also just talk about what I miss about life before the coronavirus, as I think I've talked about in other, chit-chat little sessions in these videos. I think it's just my way of processing. And then hopefully maybe other people can relate, and maybe you miss these things too. But I know I've already mentioned this before, but I really have been continuing to miss seeing my students' parents at drop-off time and pickup time. It's just been a very strange adjustment still to only talk to them on the phone or email them or so I miss seeing them in person. I was actually lucky enough, just a fun coincidence, I saw a student and both of that student's parents at the grocery store this morning, so that was really fun, and it just reminded me just the fact that it was so refreshing to actually be in person, seeing people, seeing the parents of one of my students that, in pre-coronavirus life, we would be seeing each other at every drop-off, every pickup, or most every drop-off and pickup. So anyway, that just reminded me how much I miss in-person interaction, not just with parents, but with so many people, lots of family and friends. I have been safely seeing friends in outdoor spaces and wearing masks when we need to and staying cautious. But family is different. I have not been all together with my whole family in a long time. And that's been tough because we normally, at least once every summer, we all got together, and we just haven't been able to make that happen with travel restrictions and, just the stress of the virus. So I think that's been really tough. Just the more time passes, the more I've realized I really do miss that family time that's so special. So I miss that, and then I really miss concerts. I love live music, so I really miss that because those are not really, concerts are not really happening. It can't really happen safely. Just basically big group experiences I miss. Just people coming together in a big group and sharing an experience, like with music. It's just a very special, powerful, and often really healing type of thing. Concerts and speeches and, all types of performances. I love theater, going out to see plays, going out to see a movie, just sharing an experience in a big group. I miss that. I know it's not safe to do that right now, but, we can just take a moment to acknowledge that we miss these things. And then traveling, I miss traveling, just, bigger types of traveling, I really miss. And just everyday life is different now, and I just miss that, before the start of the coronavirus, it was, not a big stressful ordeal to go grocery shopping and things like that. We didn't have as many everyday worries and stresses and fears as we do now. So anyway, that's just, I could go on, but I will stop there and just want to let you all know I'm hoping everybody is hanging in there and doing okay. It's, that was just how I was feeling, just kind of trudging through. It's just, like I said, I think the more time goes on, the more difficult this is getting. I think everybody is wanting to return to the way things once were, and normal life, pre-coronavirus life, but that really is not going to happen for a very long time. So we need to accept the reality and just know that the most important thing is keeping everybody safe and doing everything we can to stay safe, keep everybody around us safe, and keep the virus out. And speaking of keeping everyone safe and healthy and keeping ourselves healthy. Here is a mask. Like I said, I do not have any new masks to show, but just always want to remind everybody how important it is still to wear a mask in public. So this is one of my teacher masks. You might remember it from when I first showed it in a previous video. Anyway, you see the owl, friends? Just like, remember, in our book, the Earth book, we saw owls. Remember right here in one of the first pages. See? Taking care of the trees because we want the owls to have a place to live. So, all right, wear a mask. I know I see a lot of my friends, even my 2-year-old friends, they have very cute masks that they wear. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. It's always great to see them wearing masks. You know, if little kids can wear a mask, adults can too, right? That's what I say. I always just think, wow, what an interesting time to be a child right now. I think, what a world you are growing up in right now, friends. It is definitely interesting, and I feel for you. I think it must be confusing still being a child and having all of this change and having such a different world right now. Okay, so here we go, wrapping this up. Here is our shaker. Let's celebrate the Earth and everything the Earth does for us and how we will take care of the Earth so that it can take care of us. Yay! And now, virtual hugs from, of course, Earthy. Giving you a big virtual hug. And a virtual hug from Llama Llama. And, of course, a virtual hug from Ollie. All right, and then here is a virtual hug from all of us. Yay! Okay, friends, take care of yourself, take care of everyone around you, and take care of the Earth, and see you in the next video. Bye!